We are live now, we can start.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. On behalf of Team Anazori, I afternoon to welcome you all to today's live session, and I shall be your host for today's evening. And today we have a very special guest, Dr. Mandakranta Bhuya. And this today's live session will be on animal welfare. The topic will be keeping a pet. So for the audience who are new to our platform, I would like to introduce briefly about Anazori to them. Anazori it is a non-profit platform and it aims to provide various initiatives that attempts to bring social change, sharpen the leadership skills, and build the entrepreneurial capacities in Assam as well as in the entire Northeast. So through the webinar series, which was started in July 2020, we try to build a network among people in the Northeast by inviting speakers from various fields to join us. So now I would like to welcome our today's guest to the session, Dr. Mandakranta Bhuya. She actually is pursuing masters in veterinary psychophysiology from Bombay Veterinary College, Mumbai, and is an avid animal lover. So yes, Miss Mandakranta, welcome to our session, and we are really pleased to have you here among us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Before starting the session, we'd like to as the topic is about keeping a pet. So, do you have a pet?
Yes, I do have a pet. Her name is Michi, and her breed is whatever you say, Paria, local, Desi, Mongrel. I got her outside my house in January 2011. So since then, she's with us. She'll be 12 years old tomorrow on the 25th of December. So yes, I do have a pet.
Okay. What do you think about having preference in keeping pets? Like
About
many
the breed.
distinguishes, yes, yes, about the breeds. Like many has think about distinguishing between breeds and keeping pets that way. What do you think about that preference of like keeping a pet in? Do we have any kind of selection like that way?
Um, Look, these days, what we see is there's a huge hype in the society to have Western breeds or foreign breeds. Like we'll see a lot of people having Huskies, Golden Retrievers, German Shepherd. They also get Saint Berners in their house, but it's not very sensible or advisable to keep such foreign breeds in the agroclimatic conditions. If you consider the agroclimatic condition of our state or of our country. Like people also keep Saint Berners as pets in states like Rajasthan. So the origin of such breeds, if we speak about Saint Bernard, is the Western Alps of Italy and Switzerland. So even if you Google Saint Bernard in Google, you'll always see them with a very snowy background, with a very icy background. So because that is where they belong. So you really cannot compare these two different agroclimatic conditions. So if their lifespan of a Saint Bernard is around 10 years approximately, that gets reduced to around 4 years if they're kept here, because a lot of them very long hair breeds, they undergo heat stroke in such conditions like this climatic conditions of our state or of India. And if we speak about breeds like brachiocephalic breeds, like the ones where the nose is very small and they're as if their face is pushed backwards, like breeds like pug or boxer, bulldog, they have a very small nose. So they have a lot of respiratory problems in our climatic condition as well, because our climatic condition is very humid, because of which they suffer such things. So if we compare our local breed, our traditional breed with such, so our local breeds have a higher compatibility compared to these breeds. So I really hope that people start, and people have started to adopt these breeds, and people should come forward, because we have local vegetables, we have local fruit, so why not have local breed as well, because we know they're much better than the other breeds. So people should come up to take local breeds. It's very natural to understand that if we compare breeds, I truly believe there are local breed can survive much better than the other breeds. They are very good disease resistant as well. So local breeds are the best for our climatic condition.
Yes. So also there is another question like why should we keep pets?
Why should we keep pets? Mm, a lot of reasons actually. Why should we keep pets? So before that comes the question, are we capable of keeping pets? Because just if we wish to keep a pet, we are fond of a dog, does not mean we'll bring up a dog or a cat in the house. It brings up a lot of responsibility. So if someone is only capable of keeping a pet, should bring a pet, because it's a big, big responsibility. It's like keeping a child. So if you keep a pet, that's why if you're capable, I say you should keep a pet, because there's a lot of things that we learn from animals. Like if we speak about children, if you like, for example, in this COVID time, like children, none of us could go outside for a straight 2 years. We had to stay inside our house. So in that cases, if you have animals in your house, you feel more lively. You feel a little more joy in your house because they have that positive energy. Like, and if you speak, if a child interacts with a pet from a very, young age, like a child, they inculcate a lot of traits, positive traits, leadership traits in them. They, learn trusting. They learn, they have better responsibilities. They learn responsibility. Like if you tell them to feed the animal in a time, so they get responsible. Like they have to feed the animal in a particular time. They have to take them to a walk. So they learn responsibility. They inculcate, good friendship, good bonds. So there's a lot of things that we can learn from animals, not just dogs and cats. From people keep horses, chicken, pigs. So every animal have unique traits, and we can learn a lot of things from that. So we should definitely, if possible, keep pets if you are capable of having pets.
So also like you have mentioned that you are an avid animal lover. So that attachment, how did it came to you? Like from when you have realized that you want to also be like pursue this veterinary physiology that you are doing. So that thing we want to know a little bit.
When did I start? From very young age, actually. My parents are veterinarians as well, both of my parents. So I've lived in the veterinary campus for a very long time. So I've seen my parents work, and I had this from inside. It's innate that I really, really love animals, and I'm especially, I'm more, I feel a better bond with dogs and, of course, other animals. But I had it from inside. I had it innate, and I always wanted to have a pet. But of course, before having a pet, you should, like, we should know, if again, if you're capable of keeping a pet, home space is there, then if you have enough time to give. So for a long time, we did not have a pet. But one day, just like I told, I saw Michi, my pet, outside our house. She was very small and very, very cute, and she was roaming around, and I suddenly took her home, and since then she has been with us. But this thing has always been inside me. It's very innate. It comes naturally.
Okay, thank you. So, like you have also said, like the children they inculcate, like when they have a pet with them. So that thing, a little bit elaborately, can you explain, like how can they adapt certain things?
How can they take in, like, what characters they develop when they stay with pets, like that? See, if I say, nowadays, if you see, I don't know, but I have heard a lot of cases where children undergo speech therapy because they've become very unsocial, especially after the post-COVID era. They have not interacted with people for a very long time. They're always busy in their smartphones, their parents' smartphones, and they have never interacted much with other people. So a lot of children are undergoing speech therapy. They're not able to vocalize properly. So I've read a few research articles where pets are also used as therapies. So if children, they're a little depressed, they feel low, like in certain ages they go under peer pressure, they go under depression, they might feel bad when they go in a school going age. So in that cases, when they get a company like a dog or a cat, which for with them they can also speak up their things if they don't feel like speaking up to their parents, they can go and talk to their pets, and pets have a very amazing way of responding back. So that way they learn a lot of trust, they build up a very good friendship, and they inculcate those traits from a very young age. So that way is pet also, they act as therapies for children as well. So that's very important.
Thank you. And also, like we often see that even dogs or sometimes they sleep with the like owner. Okay, they will even if they are clean and like okay. But is it okay like to allow the pet to sleep on the bed? And if yes, then why? And if not, then why?
It's okay, you can allow your pets to sleep with it. For example, in my case, we we make her sleep, but it is her personal choice that she does not like to sleep with us. She has her own bed. So my pet does not sleep with us, even though we make her sleep at times, but she does not like it. But you can make your pet sleep in a condition if you groom your pets well, if you give them proper bath, we keep them clean, because and dogs and also cats, which are very popular pet choices, they have different skin infections, a lot of skin infections, and all of them are zoonotic. It will come from the pet to you as well. A lot of skin infections, ringworm, those fungal infections, they come. Then there is a lot of ectoparasite, ticks, mites, fleas. They don't come to you. They are the humans are not natural host of these species. Like they're very species specific. They'll come and they'll only infest the dog, but you can get bitten by fleas. It will not stay in your body, of course, but you might get bitten. But there are other zoonotic skin infections, like there is mange, one infection, mange, where it is soroptis. It will come. It is humans are also natural hosts for men, like soroptis. So you can come and get infected by that. So there are high chances, if you don't maintain your pet well, then you might get all of those skin infections. And naturally, like we speak of Assam, it's the climate is such, it's very humid, and a lot of parasite find it very preferable. Like if you leave your dog, if he goes out to defecate in a park, and if you come and you check their skin or their paw, between their paws, there are high chances that you might find any tick or any flea or anything. There are high chances, because there are a lot of parasite found in our areas, ectoparasite as well as endoparasites. So until and unless you maintain them well, you can allow them to sleep, because there are zoonotic skin infections. So you have to be careful in that case.
So okay. Uh, how can we like keep our pets clean? There's any suggestion that like you would like to bring,
How can we keep our
right?
pets clean? Normal, give them bath. It's not that you have to regularly give them a bath. Everyday bath is not good. You can give them a weekly bath every Sunday, or you can know that whenever the pet gets dirty, you can, but you can always keep a check on their skin. You can remove off their hair with a finger and keep a check if they're tick infested or any of that. If you find there are medications, tropical medications that you can apply on their skin, and you can get rid of them. So that way you can keep, if you go, let them go outside, you can come, you can just wash their feet. So that way you can keep, if it's a very long hair breed, trim their hair occasionally. They will be more comfortable as well. So trim them, wash them, groom them. There are brooms available for dogs now. Grooming kits are available. A lot of things are available online. So buy them. So it's not a very hectic thing. You don't have to do it daily. It's not necessary. But whenever you find that it's dirty, you give them a bath. That's it. That's not a big deal.
And about the cats, it's different. Like, can we
About
wash cats? And
uh, I didn't get, sorry.
about the cats, like how can we keep the cats clean?
Guest.
Cats,
I still didn't understand. I'm sorry.
cat,
Guess.
cat, dogs and cats, cat.
Oh, cats. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Cats as well. It goes same for the cats. They might have the same skin infection, so it goes similar. Like of course, everyday bath is not necessary for cats as well. So it goes same for dogs and cats. It's same.
Okay. So sometimes, like we see that the pets they leave their owner's home and then they return back after some time. So that thing, actually, what they uh, do on such journeys.
In my case, Michi got lost for one. Like, I would like to share this incident of their thinking, like, till what extent animals can think. So, Michi, we used to stay in the college campus. So she used to loiter around, she used to go everywhere. We didn't really like, everyone used to know her. So she used to go in everyone's house. So that was fine. But on the evening, she used to come back and she used to stay. But one evening, she did not return back. She was not there. We could not find her anywhere. We called for her throughout the campus, but she was nowhere to be found. So the night we slept and we were very tense. So the next morning, she can recognize the sound of our horn, car horn. So we got on the car and then we were honking around the campus to just check if she would just come back, recognize the voice and come back. So we went towards my mother's department, which is a little far away in the campus. And then when we went near her department, I heard her scream from inside the department. My mother was in a training for a long training, 21 days. She was not at home. So Michi, she went to her department and just to see, because Michi knew, she knew that my mother works there. So that much they can think. I just want to tell you that sometimes they just go out to explore. They have their own life experiences. They have their own analysis. I've also seen cases where if the family does not treat the dog well, beats him up, does not treat him well, they leave forever. They don't come back. So they have their own analysis. They can do that. They have their own memories. So it's really, it's like they're much above human beings in some extent. So they have their good analysis skill. They go, they explore themselves, and they, if they wish to, they'll come back. Or else if you don't treat them well, they might go forever.
Yes. Okay, so also that we see that they talk like with the owner and the pet will sometimes talk. So do you think that people and the pets can they can communicate?
Yes, of course, they can communicate. We don't understand, but there are a lot of voices that they make. Dogs woof, and there's a winning sound when they want something. So we understand though. If you stay with a pet for a year, you'll get to know like all their activities. There, even if you don't understand what they say, their eyes. It's a big way of expressing. Like they express a lot through their eyes, their tail, their ears, so we get to know. And there are also researches going on now in the field of veterinary science where they try to decode the barking of a dog through the vibrations and the pitch. They're trying to decode it, like what actually they're trying to do. So such research is going on, and hopefully at times we'll actually get to know what they speak. But otherwise it's very easy. Like we understand, we can communicate, like from all the sound they make, their eye expressions, their ear, you can talk to them, and they are very good responders. Just like I already say, they're wonderful respond, they'll respond you wonderfully.
Okay, so also we often see that in my case also I've seen like whenever I feel like a little bit low or that kind of like my cat is to come to me. So
Hmm.
can how can they know that fact actually? So it is like I've always wanted to know
You have a pet as well?
if I have a cat.
Okay. That's what they actually are, very emotionally connected to their owners, and they know it. Even if you feel like they might not know, but they know it. I mean, it's very strange. Like whenever we call them, they understand our language, but whatever they say, we don't understand. So I think they have a much, they're more supreme than us in understanding and decoding languages. So they're very emotionally especially dogs and cats, they're popular pet choices because they are very emotionally connected to their owners, and they can sense it when you're not well, when you're feeling low. They always come up to, you uplift your mood. They're wonderful mood lifters, so they have it in them. They have it in them.
So also, like pets need a lot of stuff for themselves. Like we have to keep in check, like and can cost a little bit expensive. Okay, So, how can we, are you really happy or reluctant to spend money on your pets, like even if they are a little bit expensive?
Just like I already said, you have to own a pet if you are capable of owning a pet. You have to list down points like, okay, I have enough space in my house, I have enough. You have to be financially like stable at least to, because now veterinary medicine is not cheap at all. It has never been. If you compare human medicines and veterinary medicines, just for an example, ORS, what we drink, if you prescribe the human ORS, it's much cheaper than Ordilite. It is a veterinary product. It's a veterinary specific Ordilite Pet. So that's more expensive. So don't we, one should not be in a frame of mind thinking that, okay, animals, it will be cheap. No, it's not. Rather, it is more costlier than human medicines. So if one wants to own a pet, you should know these things. When you like a dog, you'll bring it. You like a cat, people come with Persian cats, but very bad maintenance. Like they just bring it for the sake of showing. I don't know why. So it's like you have to pinpoint out points and you should keep it in your mind that it will financially might become a burden at sometimes. You should know that, and only then you should get. And if you say about the cost, how can we reduce it? There are a lot of ways. Like if you buy shampoos are very costly, but sometimes you can give them a neem bath, neem leaf, you can boil it and you can give them it's a natural it will work like a natural shampoo as well. And food is a very big thing where it's very costly. Pet food, if you talk about pet food, but is it necessary? It's a very big question. Is it necessary for us to only give them pet food? No, it's not necessary. If you speak about the about physiology of these animals, it is very much alike to human beings. Then they secrete the same gastrointestinal hormones and gastrointestinal enzymes. It's the same, only that the requirement, the protein and other nutrient requirement, it varies. So accordingly, you can make it in your home. You can give them homemade food. It's a good choice. That's not. Some people are vegetarian. They also provide them veg food. They want to make their animals veg as well because their family is veg. Of course, in that case, you have to give veg protein supplements, good dal or such things. So that wise, you can reduce the cost. So you can plan accordingly.
Okay, so it's not necessary to sometimes go and buy the food that is available in the market. So we can also prefer the homemade food, right?
Of course, you can feed dogs vegetables as well. Some might get allergic to fruits and vegetables, but in that case you have to give a good check on the animal. Like you see the stool next day, how is the consistency of the stool? You get it. If it's fine, then you can give that vegetable as well. Those fruits and vegetables you can easily make homemade food. And rather, when they're puppies, you should always start with homemade food. Give them Cerelac, the ones, human babies, fed to human. You can start with that. So you can do those things. It's not that you have to start puppy food, it will be a pet food, and they'll get easily addicted to such food. It's not good. You can give them homemade food. That's more preferable.
Okay. Okay. So this is the last question actually. Do you feed the street animals that you see around you, like uh, the street animals?
I have not gone into a mission as such where I packed food and I fed the street animals. I've not planned anything, but whenever if I'm seeing a dog, I'll buy them a biscuit. I'll buy them if they feel like they're wagging a tail, they're wagging their tail near me and I'm eating something. I'll give them a part of that. But as such, I didn't go out in a mission as such. But I'm feeding all the stray dogs around. But yeah, maybe one day or the other, I'll do that as well, and we should do that time sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, so lastly, I would like to ask you that you have been engaged in animal welfare somehow, like you have. So about your experiences, like anything that you have, like to share.
Animal welfare, as in I am a veterinarian, and I because I was an avid animal lover, I got into this profession. I think veterinarians have tremendous role that they serve. They're a prime source of serving animals. We live to serve animals. So I chose this profession because I'm an avid animal lover. So that way, it's a very good experience to be actually someone who cannot speak and someone who cannot talk well, but then, you understand them. It's a very tough profession actually. So, you should have to go through a lot of things. You need to know the normal expressions, to catch the normal expressions of the animal. And through history, we decode a lot of cases. So it's very good actually to be in this profession and serve these noble creatures. It's amazing to serve them.
Okay, so also like the about how can we like aware the surroundings around us, that we also like many people they ignore such like they do not find it very they will ignore the street animals as such. They will not feed them. They'll also beat them sometimes. I've also seen. So how can we create awareness that the animal lives are very important?
I believe people have started to understand a lot, much more than before. And a lot of organizations, like people like you all are working. This is kind of an awareness where we speak about it when we come in a platform and we go live and we talk about such issues. So people get aware through this as well. There are free vaccination camps that are provided, that our college provides. A lot of veterinary institutes, nearly all of the veterinary institutes, they provide free vaccination camps. So people come up and they vaccinate. So that way, those are awareness programs where we say that it's important for us to take care of living creatures, not just animals, but all other living creatures around us. It's very, very important. If they survive, we survive. It's a chain. So there's always a balance. So it's very essential for us to keep them in good state, for ourselves to be in a good state. So these are also awareness programs. So this way, a lot of people, if they're watching today, they'll get to know that it's important and it's very essential. Like street dogs, if we're talking, they're amazing breeds to be adopted. They are very disease resistant. You cannot be careless with them, but at least you can be a little more carefree with these breeds because they acclimatize to these environments. So you don't have to keep grooming them. They're lean, they have short hair, they have good food habits. So they're amazing breeds. They're very active. They're very playful. They're very smart. I've been with a local breed. I mean, she's a very vital part of our family. So they're amazing breeds to be adopted. And people should come up and take up these breeds because if we don't preserve our native breeds, then it will vanish eventually. So we have to take such steps.
Yes. Okay, so thank you so much. I would like to thank you for giving your valuable times to us, and also the session was really very informative. Thank you for sharing your experience and knowledge with us, and thank you, Anazori, for organizing such an interesting session. Lastly, but not the least, I would like to thank all the respective participants for being here with us. I am closing today's session. Looking forward to meet and hear from you, Mandakata Bhuyan, Miss Mandakata Bhuyan. Okay, so thank you so much, and it was a pleasure to hear from you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wishing to take part in these programs again. Thank you so much.